Hello again, and welcome to our EdTech Live. This is our last recording for this morning. This is for you intermediate students, grades 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. We are going to navigate to learning about the Emoji Vocab Kitchen using the Frayer Model. So today's task is to build vocabulary comprehension by combining emojis to represent words, to represent our vocabulary words. So today's going to be fun because we are going to work with some emojis to help build that vocabulary comprehension and getting to understand more about what these vocabulary words mean. So here's a Frayer model. The definition of a Frayer model is just a helpful graphic organizer used to understand new vocabulary words or concepts. So it's like a chart that breaks it down for you students to organize what a word or idea really means. So here are the 4 components or the 4 sections to the Frayer model. The first one is the definition. That just means what the word or concept means. The second component is the characteristics. That means important factors or features about this word. Then we also have examples and non-examples that help us to build comprehension of what this word, vocabulary word, could mean. So examples are things that fit or show the word. Non-examples are things that don't fit or show maybe doesn't show what the word means or does not mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and move along. So this is helpful because it really helps you understand the vocabulary, not just to memorize it. And you can see the word from 4 different areas. This also helps us students to build some connections with what to new words that we might already know. Teachers, this can be used for any type of subject. For today, this is, because it's a vocabulary word, that I'll go ahead and show you as an example. This is more ELA focused, but definitely you can tie this into math, social studies, or science. So here's some examples. Here's the word jubilant, using that Frayer model, the definition, and those emojis. It just means feeling great happiness. Some characteristics of the word jubilant are celebratory mood, joyfulness, full of glee and smiles, adding that emoji in there to represent that section of the Frayer model. Here are some examples. Things that fit or show what the word could mean. Maybe you're scoring in a game. You could be feeling jubilant. You're winning an award, maybe something like your 3D model prints something correctly. You've been working for a long time. You're excited about it. You're extremely happy. You are jubilant. Non-examples means you're sitting quietly at a concert. Maybe you got a C on it. Maybe you didn't reach proficiency on a test that you really studied for. Okay, so those are some non-examples of the word jubilant. So our task was to combine those emojis. Here's just an example. I'm combining a picture, the emoji of a cat and fire. And so here is my combined emoji. And I'm going to use this emoji to represent the word fierce. So let me go ahead and open up my copy of my Frayer model. And here is my copy of Frayer model. Teachers, I apologize. I thought I put the bit.ly link in there. I will send this the link as an email or definitely reach out. Okay, here's my Frayer model. I need those 4 sections. My first section is my definition, characteristics, examples, non-examples. My word is fierce. Okay, definition. I can use a dictionary. However, teachers, you'd like for students to define this word. I'm going to type in here, showing strong or powerful force. Characteristics. Maybe this could be intense. Maybe when something is fierce, it could bring a lot of emotion. So definitely encouraging students to provide 2 to 3 examples of characteristics. Okay. Examples could be in a sentence. Maybe it's a sentence that you read in context in your benchmark curriculum and a story that you've read. You can type that sentence in here or provide your own example. This example is just using the word in context. A lion defending its cubs could be fierce. Okay, maybe that's an example. Non-example. Not showing strong or powerful force. Here are some words. Gentle, calm, and peaceful are some words that are non-examples of being fierce. And so you'll notice there are no emojis here yet. Here's where you're going to go, students. Please go to emojikitchen.dev. Emojikitchen.dev. It is going to look like this. It might take a little bit to load because there are a lot of emojis that it needs to load onto your screen there. And again, if you're watching this, of course, as a recording, please feel free to pause the video at any time to allow your students to get caught up. Okay. Emoji Kitchen. We're using it to represent those characteristics in the Frayer model. My emoji that I used to represent fierce was a cat. You'll notice that's one part of my emoji. And I mix cat and fire together to create this emoji fierce. Here's how you can copy. You can right click it or press this button here. And then going to my Frayer model, oops, I'm going to paste it, shrink it down. This is my emoji that I've combined to represent this word fierce. You can combine emojis for the definition, strong or powerful force. Maybe it is something you can strong. You can search powerful. It's not going to give you really much, but you can also browse through. We know it's strong. Scrolling down, you can find an emoji, maybe just the lightning. Strong and powerful force. This could be one that you use to represent the definition. By right-clicking or pasting, or if you know a shortcut on your keyboard, it is Control-V. Okay, so this is the Emoji Kitchen. It is also really fun. I'd encourage you to combine those emojis to represent vocabulary words. Teachers also feel free to allow students just to explore the Emoji Kitchen itself for a few minutes because it is really fun to do. So perhaps you want to put a timer on. Let students explore by clicking an emoji, combining those two together. It's definitely a great tool to use with the Frayer model. Again, this was not linked in the presentation, so I will definitely put this in the email if you'd like to use this, or if you have your own template, you can definitely attach that into your Google Classroom for students as well. If you are not a regular school day teacher and you would like for students to complete this, what I am going to do right now is to add it to my Google Classroom for summer school purposes only. This will be archived after summer school, so students will not be able to access this. Create. Showing you really quickly, I am adding this as an assignment on my Google Classroom. If you do not have your own Google Classroom, and to make this a little bit easier for you, I am going to assign it to all students. If you're not currently connected, because this is a recording, I will be showing you the code to my Google Classroom just for summer school purposes. If you'd like for your students to work on this Emoji Kitchen for vocabulary words, our class code to join the Google Classroom is 3JMX22D. That is the code for you. Here is an example. Because I used this copy as the template, you may have to either delete these or duplicate the slide, so that way you have a blank copy. You can erase it if you'd like to, but there is the Emoji Kitchen that will help you to build vocabulary comprehension. Um, Teachers, because it's on my Google Classroom, I will have access to seeing what it looks like live. If you have students create their own template and you want them to turn it in, you can definitely do that too. Here's an example of how you could get them to turn it in, so that way you have all of it on one document. This is a Google Sheets, very simple. You can just create your title, student name, link. Make sure that this is editable by anyone with the link. Just know that students, once you capture a cell, that is the only cell that you should be editing. Please don't erase anybody else's, but this is also one way you could have students turn it in by just providing that sharing link code with you, teachers. So I do have this to mine. Students can also put it in there. And then if you're interested in looking at what students have completed, definitely reach out. The, the link for that is bit.ly/emoji turn in. Again, you will not have access, but I can definitely share this with you, teachers. So hope you enjoyed this part of our tech tool for today, and stay tuned for tomorrow's activities.